Hello viewers, join me Brunhilda SK right here on Anna Sports as we interact with our entertainment stakeholders and get information about the entertainment sector while having fun. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell and drop a question for the next guest. Welcome to another edition of Anna Sport with me, Brunhilda SK, as your host. Here at Anna Sport, we bring you juicy information from the entertainers themselves. And today, I have on my spot somebody who has been in the industry for decades. I look up to him. He's a fine boy, no pimple, forever young. Let's get to know him better. Welcome, Daddy. I'm going to be referring to you as Daddy on this show today, as usual. But please, I'm honored to have you here.
I'm humbled, and it's all great to, come to the screens, having you as a host.
Let's know who you are.
My name is Musing Derick, Cameroonian born in this region, and sometimes back in 2002, I found myself in this madness called filmmaking, and so jumped every day of my life thinking film, doing film, traveling film, living film.
Traveling film, living film, eating film, looking fresh film, everything. Today we are going to have a lot of fun with Daddy on the spot. And he will educate us about so many things about the industry that we don't know, starting from the theater.
Well, maybe and just maybe not, but I like to say most people have had a lot of misconception when the CFI is spoken about.
Yeah.
And so they feel like maybe the CFI is an association that is created and so can be flicked here and there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they get it wrong.
Okay.
When we talk about CFI, what is CFI? CFI is the Cameroon film industry. And what is the Cameroon film industry made of? It's made up of actors, producers, directors, marketers, screenwriters, technicians.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a vivid demonstration. Let's take a situation where a producer hires a director,
Okay.
and this director comes and set, does his job, and the producer doesn't abide to the rules of the contract.
Also, they are agreeing. Yeah.
What happens? They have a conflict. It's obvious there's a conflict.
Yeah.
And at that point, any mutual settlement should rigmarole around the two of them.
Yeah.
But it's obvious between you and I, you know that if we put two boats to fight here, it's about who is stronger.
Yeah.
And in the industry,
Yeah.
we will calibrate the producer as the stronger person.
Of course.
So, but it needs to be this arena that can incorporate the two people
Yeah.
and try to solve their problems. So what happens? It's simple. The director that is ill-treated can simply write to the president of the producers guild a complaint. Like, this is what has happened. You understand? And at that point, the president of the producers guild has a right to call the president of the directors guild, and two of them sit together and say, okay, I've had this complaint. What is happening? The president of the directors guild at that point also can call his element or his member, and this is the complaint that we received. What is happening? Now you realize that there now exists that mutual point where that conflict can be resolved. Again, the industry is vast. If we're going to look at actors, actors, all of that, we're talking about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 persons. What happens if we want to strike a corporate deal, for example, one of our corporate organizations?
Yeah.
It becomes very cumbersome for the marketing director of a certain company tomorrow to have Brun as an actress. Tomorrow, Musing comes as a producer, and this person comes as a designer. At the end of the day,
It's just mixed up.
but it is possible that maybe the actors will realize that we can get a discount, or maybe at this hotel.
Yeah.
They simply talk to the board chairperson of the CFI, and when they go to lobby for that discount, they don't lobby for the actors guild. They lobby for the industry.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the Cameroon film industry at that point is an umbrella that encompasses all the guilds that exist in the industry. It's there for the good. And When you talk about the board of directors of the Cameroon film industry, what exactly are they made of? The Actors Guild is autonomous. The Producers Guild is autonomous. The Directors Guild is autonomous. All the guilds, there are 6 functional guilds in the Cameroon film industry. As we speak.
6?
Yes.
Wow.
Actors, producers, directors, writers, technicians, and marketers. You understand? So what happens is, where is the power? The power is at the level of the guilds.
Okay.
You understand? The guilds elect their exco. What do you call exco? Or their board chairperson, or their president.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, these guilds eventually elect 2 persons. You understand?
Yeah.
These 2 persons are their representatives at the level of the board.
Wow.
So, which means that when you hear about the board of directors of the Cameroon film industry, it is 2 representatives from each of the guilds. You understand?
Yeah.
Why is it done that way? Take a situation where a general assembly comes and sits, and then, or maybe let me finish that. When these 2 members each go to the board, it is at that level that they sit, and they amongst themselves, which means that 12 persons sit, and then they elect the board chairperson. Now you realize that the power comes more from the guilds. Because if we were to hold the Cameroon film industry general assembly today, and we say that we want to elect a board chairperson, what's going to happen? The power the whole industry has given the power to the board chairperson. So he determines what happens in the guilds. But it's the other way around. The guilds do what they have to do. You understand? The board chairperson takes.
There's this misconception, as you rightly said, that it doesn't exist. The people don't even know how to go about it. There is this impression that
It belongs to some people.
Good.
All right, let me tell you one funny thing.
Yeah.
The Cameroon film industry, as we call it, or CFI, the industry has been existing for long, but the organigram, the organization of the industry came to the limelight in 2008. I'll tell you one thing. From 2008 till today, I have paid my bills to every meeting. I have made gestures to organize the industry from my pocket.
Okay.
And just the same like the people who think that it is some people's thing.
Yeah.
If you ask them, they have never sacrificed a dime to organize the industry. If you cannot come in, if B cannot come in, if C cannot come in, the industry cannot be organized. It's not like most people say, oh, they are there because the ministry gives them. I tell you bluntly, you understand?
Yeah.
Our government doesn't give anybody a dime to organize the industry. Nobody registers into the CFI like you have to go and give money to the board chairperson.
Okay.
To become a member of the Cameroon film industry, you register with your guild. If you see my membership card of the Cameroon film industry, it is written the Directors Guild of Cameroon and Producers Guild of Cameroon.
So much that we misconcept out there. Click on the subscribe button and you will get relevant information about the industry right here on Anasport. That's it. Let me play with your heads. Can I?
I'm very
Wait, the first female president came from which country?
That's
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bad politician. I tell you, straight up, I hate politics. Thank you. Oh, what it is actually. Can I do it like we do vodka in Russia?
Ow! That's
Stop.
very nice. That's it, please. Let me credit you. There is this notion that Cameroonians have that some of you, let me be very particular, people who have been there for a while, get these opportunities and then block it. So,
Let every producer,
mm-hmm.
first of all, go back to the drawing board. What is producing? I will tell you one thing. Let's take a situation where you want to strike a deal, for example, product placement on your movie. If you don't talk to me about it, I will not know. You understand? But if I see individually and I learn about what product placement on a movie is, and I know about it, and I pursue it, you understand?
Yeah.
What happens? I become a source of inspiration. The thing that happens in our industry, let's be sincere. But I know that Brownie can do something. The least I need to do is just ask Barry, how did he do it? But no. Let me tell you, the smaller people, the people who come from behind it, they feel like you're supposed to know after you finish your doing also, you take chalk and ambot, you find gum, you start working, when I come where you want to do film, do product placement. No, my dear, the truth is that let's be selfless.
Okay.
Let's be truthful. I can only add to what you have.
Yes.
I cannot make you from nothing. Let's be sincere.
Yeah, of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
I started by telling you, let's put away envy. I will tell you a small funny story. A couple of us as producers have gone to African Magic, lobbied for opportunity for everybody. And do you know what happened? Our own fellow producers, because maybe they think like okay, these people are saying that they're giving $1,000. Maybe they're giving $1,500 or $2,000. So they go back behind to African Magic and start writing. Unfortunately, some of us were in front. African Magic forwards the mails back to us and say, what kind of people are you working with?
Jesus.
You really want to keep working with people like that? If we can't trust ourselves, my dear, it's a no-no. It's a no-no.
If you're not having the education of our industry, if you haven't been schooled through the industry with this child, then you didn't put on your earpiece right. Now, I'm not going to ask you anything political. I'm just going to come and let's... What?
Guys, anybody who comes on this show, let me just tell you, don't answer the question. I think it's good.
How do we call a young swine?
Oh, young what? Swine. Let me tell you something. I passed the primary school so many years ago now. Which one is swine and young swine? And
yeah.
Podcaster.
Ow. Thank you.
I certainly came here to do this.
There are young filmmakers who look up to you and they say, I want to be like Musing. I want to direct movies like Tenacity. I want to collaborate with international people. What is your watchword for you?
Focus. Determination. And anybody who is looking up to me like Musing, I will tell you, just
oh,
look up to me like this. Do you know why I say so? The people I look up to only inspire me. You understand? But I want to be the Musing that also inspires people. The mistake we always make is that, for example, let me tell you, there's a guy you don't talk about anyhow. James Cameron. If you talk about him, I start fights. You understand?
Yeah.
He is my inspiration, but I don't envy to be like James Cameron.
Okay.
I envy to be like Musing.
Okay, share that.
Do you understand what I mean? I envy to be like Musing. I don't envy to be like James Cameron.
Okay.
He educates my mind, plays my mind around, challenges my mind to want to do great things. That's it. But I want to be Musing. So focus, determination. You make it, guys. It's a simple thing.
If you have Musing that you look up to and you think you want to be like Musing, you have gotten it all. Don't be like Musing, be you, but get inspiration from what Musing does and be determined like is, because that is his driving force. One last question. It's been on my mind. Cameroonians do movies and keep them in the cupboard. There are a lot of actors who have done movies, but it has never seen the light of day. What encouragement can you give to such producers? Because producers are the ones who does that, not even the directors.
Why is a producer going into a project? The producer is not going to shoot a movie.
Mm-hmm. So that's a mistake.
Yes. You are going to shoot a movie. You really want to shoot a movie? Think about the business part of it. What happens is that most people get into a production, and it's unhealthy competition that pushes those movies to the cover. Let me listen. Do you know why? Hey, so Brunhilda SK shoot again, eh? Me too, I'll shoot. I can find my money and shoot. But why are you shooting? Before you do a movie, right? That's what you call a targeted audience. You're looking at a targeted audience. Let me tell you one stupid confession here today.
Yeah.
Most people feel like tenacity is supposed to make Musing Derick get a square head. Tenacity is one of my biggest failures as a filmmaker. Ask me why.
Yeah, why?
I was overdrifted by a good story. You understand?
Yeah, indeed. It's a
To
good
the
story.
point where, or let me not say a good story, I was overdrifted by what was on my head to achieve. What was my technical audience? What was I going to? What did I want to achieve for the movie? Probably I didn't do all of that research. You understand?
Yes.
I would tell people every day, it's a success story. You understand? It's a success story, no doubt. But it's not what I would have wanted to do. It's not what I would have wanted to achieve. And most of us never accept criticism. A few of my colleagues have been able to sit down with me and point out the mistakes in tenacity which I accept. Wholeheartedly. And I wish I never made those mistakes. You understand? How many of us are ready to accept our mistakes?
It's always very important to get information like this. If you are not learning, I am. Daddy, we of Cle Pictures and Anna's Sport is more beautiful to say thank you for honoring our invitation. Yeah, just check.
You ready? This is. Oh.
Thank God. Yeah, from Anna's Sport.
Guys, give me some. This. When am I coming again?
Okay.
I should take the opportunity to get more.
I'm giving you a house.
Yeah.
Okay. Soon.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me. I would be glad to come again. I'll be glad that we keep sharing opportunities like this. You know, it's really when we talk and understand ourselves that we can make the better together.
Thank you. Guys, this is Brunhilda SK. What information do you want to know? Drop a comment and give us questions we ask our entertainers on our show. Be it the big guns or the upcomers. You've gotten the information, get the drive. The field is big. Everybody can have as much as we can. And producers, don't produce if you don't have a plan. One thing I'm wanting to be as producer. Brunhilda SK for you here on Anna's Sport. From me to you is Elvis.